American elementary schools teach about state history, Native Americans, and the European exploration of North America. But what's really interesting is what they don't teach. Because they don't teach about Europe, they don't teach about Africa, they don't teach about Asia, and they don't teach ancient history. Which means they don't teach historical context. Now let's compare that to what elementary students who receive a classical education learn. In grade 1, ancient Mesopotamia. 2nd grade, Greece, Rome, China, India. 3rd grade, medieval times. 4th grade, the Renaissance and exploration. 5th grade, early America and the US Revolution. This provides an overview into the history of our world so that students could put historical events into context. So here's how it all plays out. Take any random public school in America. In 1st grade, they learn about community. In 2nd grade, they learn about geography, their place in the world, and about immigration. So in 3rd grade, they can be taught about the Pilgrims with the context of them being immigrants. And then they learn about the Native American tribes that were in America and how wonderful they were. Now, there's nothing wrong with teaching about how wonderful Native American tribes were. The Wampanoag, the Iroquois, awesome. The problem is it's taught through the Marxist lens of victim versus oppressors. So the victim could never do anything wrong, and the oppressors are evil. So for example, they won't be taught that the Iroquois genocided the Huron, the Erie, the Susquehannock, or that the Wampanoag were at war with the Narragansett, and the reason they helped the Pilgrims was to form a military alliance. Context. Then in 4th grade, they could think critically about what they learned and about the geography and diversity of our nation. And in 5th grade, they learn about the American Revolution, the legacy of slavery, and the struggle for civil rights. But they don't have the context of all of this history. So they aren't aware that 90 to 95% of civilizations in the history of the world before 1776 practiced slavery. Or that in America we had 7 states abolish slavery when it had only been abolished in 7 other countries in the world. Did you know that? Because when you add historical context, it's beyond obvious that the Founding Fathers were the greatest champions of liberty in the history of the world. But public schools are designed to make sure your kids don't think that. Check out my private homeschool community. And Cubs to Bears, books. ClassicalLearner.com.